Recently, some incidents have started, which NASA is shocked to see. Consider the Hubble Space Telescope. Recently, 6 galaxies were observed 11 billion light-years away. It appears some cosmic predator has drained all their energy. But you see, that's not strange. Of course, the same is happening with our galaxy now. According to recent estimates, our own galaxy has been moving towards an invisible object at about 2.2 million kilometers per hour. And you know what's strange? It is more than 180,000 kilometers faster than it should be. Yes, that's correct. No one knows why this is happening. For example, there is a theory called dark flow theory. This dark flow theory talks about a mysterious phenomenon called dark flow, which is a current that is taking all these galaxies with it. This is a kind of flow where there is no source of gravitational pull. So, is that it? Is this dark flow the same thing that after capturing 6 galaxies is now in the process of swallowing the Milky Way? Well, friends, look. According to the definition of eating literally means to affect something by causing gradual destruction. In fact, because of this, the entire region has been given the name of the Great Attractor. But let me tell you, astronomers are still trying to identify the gravity source of that region. Let me tell you why. The reason is because when we study the movements of neighboring galaxies like Milky Way and Andromeda, we first see them moving towards the Virgo cluster. But then, when we observe them with precision, we find out that the Virgo cluster itself is moving towards the center of the Laniakea supercluster. Now, obviously in such a situation anyone would think that maybe somewhere in the center of Laniakea there would be a superstructure called Massive Great Attractor, which may be pulling all the galaxies towards itself with its strong gravitational pull. But then again, this is the problem. It is rumored that there is only one massive structure in the Great Attractor Center, the Norma Cluster, which is about 1,000 trillion suns, or let's say 1,000 galaxies. But if you look a little more closely, you will find that the flow of the real galaxies is going behind it, towards the Shapley supercluster. In fact, because of this movement, the low-density dipole repeller region opposite to Shapley is also proof that yes, all this is done by Shapley. Yeah, exactly, the same Shapley who has hidden more than 10 times the mass of the Great Attractor's Norma cluster. So does that mean that now everything is over? All is over? Well no, look, the Shapley supercluster fits almost in every sense. In the description of that hypothetical object that eats the galaxy which we are looking for, but there are some parameters that do not fit against it. For example, as I said earlier, our Milky Way is moving at a speed of 180,000 kilometers per hour. The newly discovered Vela supercluster, actually where the Shapley supercluster is 650 million light-years away from Earth, the Vela supercluster lies even beyond, 840 million light-years away from Earth. You know what's more interesting? Based on the combined estimated mass of all the galaxies detected in the Vela supercluster, it gives our local group, or more specifically our Milky Way, an additional boost of at least 50 kilometers per second. Now, would anyone like to guess that after converting kilometers per second into kilometers per hour, what is its value? Yep, 180,000 kilometers per hour, which is exactly the same value that was missing in the picture. In reality, other than our own Milky Way, there are also some galaxies whose movement is difficult to connect with their neighboring galaxy clusters. They are behaving as if a supercluster is pulling them away from their gravity. But then, when you look at it, there's nothing. In fact, recently when NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center astronomers continuously analyzed 1,000 clusters for almost 5 years, they found that even after deep tracking 2.5 billion light-years away in the universe, some galaxies' direction of motion does not match the gravity effects of a massive cluster. Such galaxies first appear to be moving in the direction of a great attractor, but then suddenly turn their way in the direction of a Hydrus and Taurus constellation. Exactly which way? Nobody knows. Now it's possible that this is just a kind of Malmquist bias in which we mistakenly consider bright galaxies as near and dim galaxies as far away and are making observational errors in tracing their movement. But then again, if these are all observational errors, then it's possible that all these galaxies are not being eaten by any object. I mean, recently, a research showed that Seyfert galaxies whose supermassive black holes in the center, they are actively feeding on them. In fact, they die quickly when their SMBH stops eating and becomes inactive. So on this basis, what if now, friends, whatever we have discussed so far is just an illusion? So on this basis, what if now, friends, whatever we have discussed so far is just an illusion? What do you think about this? Well, write your opinion in the comments below. And if you gotta learn anything new from this video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the Mindful Journey channel and press the bell notifications so that you don't miss any of our upcoming video updates. See you next time, friends. Till then, as always, stay curious, keep learning, and keep growing. Bye.